major political figures and business leaders in Mexico. We met with the U.S. ambassador to Mexico. We met with leaders on the global stage, the gentleman who runs the International Climate Change Coalition, basically working to address the issue of climate change. We met with Mary Robinson, the former president of Ireland, and she talked to us as well about climate change. And it just struck me that these are big issues, right, that are facing our world today. And it was wonderful to be in Cancun, and I was a little bit suspicious about how did all these old bankers decide to have their annual meeting in Cancun at the same time as spring break. Very interesting. But once I got there, I found in practice, they really had us working. And to get a chance to sit and not only hear from these established folks who had some really, really strong opinions and perspectives and knowledge to share with us, but also to get to sit down with the other ABC fellows. And I mean, the fellows are people who range from the guy who started, the third hedge fund in Mexico to the scions, the children of some of the most influential people in Brazil, one of whom has started an amazing project to get other young people of privilege to begin to start social enterprises and to be invested in making society more equitable. And also the other one who has started a venture fund, right? He's created a venture capital company that is focused on investing in socially responsible businesses. And then you've got the guy who did the music for £7. You've got another amazing Colombian filmmaker and a young man who's a senior executive at MTV3 in Latin America, the guy who runs Univision. I mean, all of these people, the Chilean finance minister, the Peruvian finance minister, and one of the leading economists in Chile, and one of the leading journalists, all of us came together. The son of a U.S. senator. We all came together to figure out ways in which we can make our world a better place. And it's ironic because I mentioned the son of a U.S. senator, but what is he doing? He's also a part of a venture capital firm in the U.S. that is working on investing in socially responsible businesses. And the thing that I got out of it that was so exciting is that basically they weren't just feeding us steak and wine and getting us to come and kick it so that we could feel fly. The purpose of bringing us there was to see if we collectively could come together with some real ideas and solutions for society. So I have been delegated as the co-chair of one of the committees of our fellowship. There are 21 of us, and I am the co-chair of the ACT committee, right? And basically, so we've got ACT, Build, and Change, ABC Fellows, ACT, Build, and Change committees. And I'm the co-chair of the ACT committee, which is really determining what kind of projects we can do to make a difference. And not only just what we can get together and volunteer, the 20 of us. That's not really where our strength is. We've all got networks and connections and an ability to flex a little bit. So we're trying to identify amazing things that people are doing. People like Johnny Cohen and people like Rick Delaschmidt and others who have great ideas, and try to see if we can address and flex our skills and our relationships to make good things happen and to help those ideas to flourish. We're not just waiting for Pepsi to make a difference. We're willing to make a difference on our own. So I'm putting a call out to all of you, and I want you to share this with your friends and your families. Have you heard about someone doing something really amazing, really powerful, really important, that you think has the possibility to not only work in their community, but to work in other communities throughout the Americas? Have you heard about something that someone is doing in Asia or Africa or India or Europe that you think is amazing and that could help us solve or address our goal, which is to reduce inequality in the Americas and to provide a greater degree of equity and opportunity, or access to opportunity, for all people? And I know it's a big project. It sounds big, but we can start small. If you hear about anything that you believe in and you think is strong, please tweet me, twitter.com/Ashong. Send me a note about what you think is happening that is dope that we should look at. Send us a note on Facebook, facebook.com/Derrick Ashong Experience. Let us know what ideas you really think are great that could be extrapolated to other communities, and we will look into it. I can't promise that we'll take them all on. We're only going to pick a couple of things, but when we find those great projects. We're going to do our best to see if we can help them to build and grow and to work in other countries. And I will come back and I promise I'll report to you what we have done. Um, this has been an inspiring and an amazing conversation with all of you guys today, particularly in getting your insights onto the healthcare issue, getting your insights on the generational question of whether or not all the previous generation is doing the best they can for the next. And also in hearing some wonderful stories from people who are making a really powerful difference in our society. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I want to get back into some of the things that were happening in the news this week. And I'm going to leave you with a little bit of how I feel about our country and about our freedoms and how we think about it all. You are listening to the Derrick Ashong Experience. Stay tuned. We're going to come back with some sweet vibes after the break.
American Idol.
Scott Pilgrim. Ben and Jerry.
When a word or phrase is tweeted more than usual on Twitter, it's called trending. Let's talk about what's trending now on the Derrick Ashong Experience. Be sure to follow Derrick Ashong on Twitter at twitter.com/Ashong. ASHONG.
One, two. Yo, it's DNA on the Derrick Ashong Experience, talking about what's trending on Twitter. Yeah, and of course, you know what's trending on Twitter. The first thing y'all know is trending on Twitter is Justin Bieber. You know, yeah, see, the girls in the audience, we have a live studio audience here, and these girls is bugging out. As soon as I said Justin Bieber, they just start flipping out. I don't even know what to do with this kid. I come up on here, I'm like, yeah, this is DNA on the Derrick Ashong Experience. They're like, yeah. Okay, Derrick Ashong, what do you got to say? And I mentioned that, Justin Bieber is tweeting on Twitter, and they're bugging out. And these is grown women. They could be Justin Bieber mommy. I'm just saying is all I'm saying. I love it. Yo, bust it. So in addition to Justin Bieber tweet trending on Twitter, we also have Earth Hour and Madison 99 on Ustream, Madison 1999 on Twitter, who always shows me mad love, representing from Canada, is telling us that we've got to remind people to shut off their lights for an hour for Earth Hour tonight. And basically what's happening, y'all, is that tonight, March 27th, people around the globe are commemorating Earth Hour. And the goal is to turn off your lights in order to raise awareness about energy conservation, and also to show that we can, show a sign of solidarity, that we can get together and do something that is good for our life, our society, for our climate. So across the globe at 8:30 p.m. local time, and listen closely what I'm saying, y'all, because I know someone is going to hit me up on Facebook or Twitter talking about, what time is it at? I'm like, yo, 8:30 p.m. local time. Don't call me talking about what time zone. Your time zone, wherever you be at. 8:30. If your clock is set correctly, then at 8:30 p.m., whether you live in New York or Nairobi, turn off the lights. Yes, flip that switch. Turn off the lights, and for an hour, we all gonna sit in the dark together. And the idea, but the idea is that we can collectively show a sense of responsibility and a sense of commitment to the idea of energy conservation. And I think that it's a wonderful thing. In Earth Hour 2009, nearly 1 billion people got involved. 4,100 cities in 87 countries on 7 continents. 7 continents. Does that count Antarctica? Penguins was just sliding around in the dark. Just like, yo, man, look out for that ice. Look out for the ice. There's ice is everywhere. But it was crazy. If the penguins can do it, so can you, so can I. 8:30 tonight, I'm turning off my lights. Does that mean I have to turn off the TV too? I'm sorry. I'm just checking. Oh, man, turn off the TV too. I'm glad my show was early because I don't want to tell y'all to turn off the radio. Oh, hell no. I'll be like John Bader. Oh, hell no, you can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just having a good day. Anyway, this has been amazing. It's been wonderful to get a chance to talk to y'all about all these various and sundry things that have been going on in the community. We were talking about society, and I want to finish a bit, just going back to what's been going on in the political realm a little bit. And people have been fighting, really beefing about the healthcare reform, which I support, and which I think is not the perfect solution, but it is a good one, and it's going to make things a little bit better. And I've been hearing a lot of very harsh commentary about what it's all about and about how it's going to mess things up, and it's crazy. And John McCain this week came up with some harsh comments about he brought up that pig again. Apparently, it still got lipstick on it. Can we get clip 16 real quick?
Where are we now that all the champagne has been drunk and all of the celebration has gone on, the inside the Beltway excitement and the adoring media? Here we are. We got a budget deficit that's still $1.4 trillion. We've still got a 9.7% unemployment. We've got, beginning right away, $500 billion worth of Medicare cuts will take place over the next 10 years. You can put lipstick on a pig, Mr. President, but this is still a pig.
Yo, John McCain is the pig farmer, my kid. That dude has got a pig for every piece of legislation that's coming down the pike. And they all wear lipstick. I don't know if he got a deal with Maybelline or what. But I think that this is about more than lipstick on pigs. I think that this is about more than cute catchphrases. I think this is about more than political talking points. This is about real people with real lives. People who want to be able to live, right? That's what healthcare comes down to. It is about life. It's about the right to life. And I'm telling you guys, I am fully and unequivocally and unabashedly pro-life. Everyone's life. The opportunity for all of us to live. The opportunity for all of us to get help when we are sick. This is not just about giving something to those who don't want to pay. This is not just about redistributing all our wealth to the poor. This is about living in a society that values human life and that says if you're sick, we are going to make sure that you can get help. It's worth it to us to live in that kind of world. I've heard so many people talk about this is the death of this and the death of that, and it's all blah, 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 and now they out there throwing bricks through people's windows and all kinds of craziness that to me does not reflect the value of life. And that is the culture that I want to cultivate, a culture that values each and every one of us. Somebody said last week that this is the end of American freedom or some craziness like that. And I'm telling you, man, it's not. This is a way of reaffirming our belief in freedom and what it means to be free. And it means a lot to all of us. Or at least I can definitely say it means a lot to me. So today as we close, you know I like to finish with something artistic. I'm not going to do a poem for you today. I feel so happy I just thought I would sing. And so I have got our trusty guitar. And I want to sing a song about this very idea of freedom. And this song just asks a very simple question. It's a pretty easy one. It just wonders, what would you give to be free? I think a lot of people have given a lot, and that this particular piece of legislation represents a new day in the vision and understanding of freedom, an idea of freedom that is more inclusive of all of us. And I'm proud of our country for coming to that day. So I'm going to leave you with a song, and it's a pretty one. Oh, yeah. I mean, say, yeah, 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 oh, oh. Yeah, 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 oh, oh, whoa, 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 oh, oh, oh. Hey, yo, oh, 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 yo, yeah, 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 yo, 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 yo. Yo, oh, yo, what would you give to be free? Oh, whoa, free to stand astride in the morning sun and sing your own melody. Oh, whoa, and shout it from the mountaintops. What would you give to be free? Oh, whoa, free to stand astride the morning sun and sing your own melody. Oh, whoa, and find your own way. My mama told me to stand upright and to give thanks when the morning comes. My papa taught me the will to fight, but he forgot to teach me when to run. And though my path was not always right, I found my way through in spite of me. And though I once could not find the light, oh, now I see. What would you give to be free? Oh, whoa, free to stand astride in the morning sun and sing your own melody. Oh, whoa, to shout it from the mountaintops. What would you give to be free? Oh, whoa, oh, 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 free to stand astride in the morning sun and sing your own melody. Oh, whoa, and find your own way. How many hearts burn a candle bright? How many souls know their morning glow? How many live just to sleep at night? And how many close their eyes to the cold? Who can say when we'll feel the light? All I know is that's where I want to be. And baby, someday I hope to find a place for we. What would you give to be free? Oh, 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 free to stand astride in the morning sun and sing your own melody. Oh, whoa, and shout it from the mountaintops. What would you give to be free? Oh, whoa, free to stand astride in the morning sun and sing your own melody. Oh, whoa, and find your own way. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, I. Oh, whoa. Whoa. That's my word, y'all. You were listening to the Derrick Ashong Experience on Oprah Radio, Sirius 195, XM 156. Some of y'all have been catching us on Facebook, facebook.com/Derrick Ashong Experience. Other folks have been kicking it with us live on Ustream, ustream.tv. Derrick Ashong Experience. One thing that makes this special and different from most radio programs is that if you're online, you can see me. I'm wearing a blue shirt. And for those of you who are tuning in on the radio or who would like to check us out on the radio, you can check us out at Sirius 195, XM 156, also live online at oprahradio.com. We had a great conversation today. Healthcare, the next generation. We talked to people from that generation who are helping to change our world. And I'm telling you, my people, I believe that this is something we can do. What would we give to be free? I hope the very best of us. That's all I got to say, y'all. It's my show. It's been great. See you next week. Peace. Later.